Well, that sounds, yeah, unfortunate. Yes?
Um, well, I always say that we came when all the best real estate was already occupied. And so I'm sure you can attach my name to some subvariation of a subvariation of a subvariation of a nice open name, but I think all the best names are taken already.
Thank you very much. Ow, sorry about that. All right, I have prepared some interview questions for the two lovely folks we have on the stage here, but afterwards, I've seen your hand. I will make sure to keep you in mind. If you're asking for your son, feel free to also hand the mic to him later. He seems very eager. But seriously, thank you all so much for coming, and thank you both for joining me here on the stage. My first question is going to go to Alexandra. This is the very first year we've had both the women's and men's candidates held here. Well, not necessarily in Toronto, it could have been anywhere, but it's here in Toronto, which is awesome. But do you think that that is a good idea? Do you think that it is beneficial for women's candidates to be held at the same time?
Well, for me as a spectator, I'm very happy because I see twice as many games every round. And of course, it's interesting to follow both tournaments. I think the main reason was to promote women's chess, and I mean, there are many ways to do that, and it doesn't really matter at the same time or parallel to each other or unparalleled to each other. These tournaments are being held. I think still, if we want to promote women's chess, we need to talk about it. We need to focus more on the games because, well, right now, even though the tournaments are taking place simultaneously, sometimes, I mean, I'm watching many broadcasts, but like women's games are neglected nevertheless. And I'm very happy that in the official broadcast that Vishy is commentating, I always keep an eye on this one because they do not neglect women's games. They do discuss it every day, and yeah, just actually a question, I think, more of promoting women's chess, but which needs to be done like every single day, and I don't see like a reason not to talk about women's chess in like either way.
Thank you so much for that answer. I really appreciate your insight because for me as a spectator, I definitely appreciate, like, there's double the games and we all like seeing chess, but classical chess can occasionally be a touch slow. So I definitely do think that the future for women's chess can look very bright, but it's super important to be talking about it when we can. So I hope you guys are watching women's candidates as well. Raise your hand here if you're following both candidates. All right, we can raise this number, guys. We can raise this number. Tomorrow, I want everybody to tune in to the women's candidates as well, if you did not happen to raise your hand. All right, so Vishy, sort of on the subject of classical chess and sort of where chess is in 2024, do you believe that somebody, if they started chess today, could become a grandmaster without the help of using engines or like electronic software? Because I know when you were growing up playing chess, the scene was probably a little bit different. So any insight on that would be very much appreciated.
No, I cannot imagine that you can learn chess, modern chess, without the influence of the engine. I mean, you can outsource it. You can not look at it a lot yourself, but somebody tells you indirectly, gives you the guidance you need. But you're still indirectly or directly being influenced. And besides that, almost all the trends are driven by what computers show. So, no, you don't. And also, it's always a question of moderation. If you're always staring at the computer, I think you don't learn how to think, and then you will not get better. But as long as you moderate it, and that's why the question of outsourcing came up, it's actually a good idea to have someone else tell you the computer's conclusions and for you to work at the board. Um, when you're sitting there at a tournament like the candidates, you'll suddenly feel lost because you'll be like someone in rehab, with withdrawal symptoms. You'll always be dying to ask a question. You won't be able to think for yourself under tension. So no, I mean, it's just not possible nowadays. The sport has moved very far along. I feel sort of happy that I experienced that world and then landed here, but it's very hard to go back.
Thank you. I think for most of us, well, myself especially, I guess, I started playing chess only when there were computers. I remember playing on like ICC. I don't know if you guys played on ICC, yeah. And then we obviously have chess.com and all these other sites nowadays today. But sort of speaking on that, the format for chess has sort of changed. I know we're here currently in the middle of the classical tournament, the candidates. But Alexandra, do you think the future of chess is going to look the same? Do you see it changing? Do you think we'll get more blitz, more rapid, more hybrid? Where do you see it going? And also, what would you prefer?
Well, I mean, life changes, and chess as a game changes as well. It follows some trends, it speeds up in a way. We do our utmost to keep the tradition of keeping the classical chess going. And the interest towards like the most important classical tournaments show, I think, try to get rid of this part of chess. Nevertheless, of course, with the like development of all those modern technologies, online chess develops also, and it's come to our life, and now like it's hard to imagine chess without all those online tournaments, like weekly online tournaments, almost daily online tournaments. And it's been quite a big change in the last years. I do think that chess is going to change. We're gonna see many different formats. People are gonna continue trying to, to spice up the game, to introduce different ideas, formats, time-wise and like chess-wise. I do hope that even though myself, I do prefer faster time controls. I love blitz. I'm ready to play it almost like at any point, but I do hope as a chess player that we do keep this classical part of chess without any modifications, because I don't really think that we need the modifications like in the classical time control but otherwise, yeah, I'm very positive about the future of chess. For sure, it's going to bring many new things. For sure, there are going to be many new ideas, and well, we'll see how it goes. I'm very interested, to see what the future is going to bring us.
Thank you so much for that answer. I'm sure a lot of us here play mostly blitz. Hands up if you've played a classical game of chess in the last 3 years. Oh, that's a lot of people. Wow. Actually, yeah, I'll raise my hand too. I think I played one 2 years ago. All right. Well, it sounds like we are. I know you as a kid, teenager, were quite well known for your speed, in fact, and still are, obviously. But I really did want to ask you, how different would your training or development, I suppose, would have been if you were growing up now in this era of engines, online chess, faster time controls, potentially playing bullet until 2 a.m. against Danya before a candidates game? How do you think you would have done if you started chess maybe like, I don't know, 5-10 years ago?
Well, as this would be different. I would go with the flow, and in fact, I played a lot of blitz in the club, and that's how I grew up. In fact, I think my style also was very fast. My first tournaments I only played Blitz. My opponents were playing Classical, and I was playing Blitz in the same game. And it's only later, once you've made one or two blunders, you learn to stop, hold back a bit, and I slowly learned to play a bit more slowly. Also, I learned to think. Just because you're staring at the board doesn't mean anything is going on in your head. You have to learn how to think. So my thing was very, very intuitive at the beginning, but I learned other techniques as well. And if I had been around today, I mean, I am, but I mean, if I had if I'd been growing as a chess player today, I guess I would do most of the things that are in fashion now.
I think that's always something to think about is, well, for most people here, I'm sure we're all quite aware of how much the chess scene has sort of changed in the last 20 years. And it's definitely been thanks to a lot of amazing chess players like the two sitting next to me. So, Alexandra, where have you seen the most improvement throughout your career, your life, in terms of chess opportunities for women? And where do you see particularly the need for more changes?
Yes, indeed, chess has changed a lot since my childhood. I mean, I've witnessed, uh, when I was just starting, we used to adjourn games. I remember that we adjourned games. Yeah, I did play a few tournaments, adjourn games, and then, yeah, the computers came. I was just starting my, of course, it's changed our chess world quite a bit. And I remember that when I was growing up, like there were very, very few girls in chess clubs that I attended in Moscow. I was basically, well, there were two more probably girls and like 30, 40 boys, and the ratio was like this, quite enormous. And also, when I started playing like professional chess tournaments, women's chess tournaments, when I managed to get into the national team, I remember, I mean, they were great, very, very strong players that I admired a lot, but like it was impossible almost to make a living out of it. I mean, the prizes were so low that it was, I mean, women were not supported enough and were not motivated enough to stay in chess any longer. So most of them, even very great, I mean, they were very strong in chess, very great, they stopped at some point because, I mean, what chess requires a lot of dedication. It also, chess profession is connected with traveling and being apart with your family for a long time. So all those sacrifices, they were not clear why you should like make them constantly. So I was growing up and seeing the situation. Okay, I didn't care at that moment about like my future financial stuff. But then I must say that in the last decade or so, like starting from 2010, something like this, the situation has changed drastically. I mean, from what I was growing with and when I was starting to play for the national team in 2002, like at the beginning of the century, and up to this moment, now I see like the top women's players can earn quite a lot, so they can make a living being a professional chess player. That's quite important if you want to follow a career. I mean, you should have some kind of motivation. Then, yeah, you're absolutely right that this online, this whole online world that came into the chess world and kind of united and combined gave many possibilities for women's players who are not like top players, who are not professional, but to like make a living being streamers and promoting chess in another way, which is also very important. And it's almost like it's quite revolutionary, I must say, all those changes. And also like online tournaments, it gives they give possibilities to top players stay at home but play chess. It's also quite nice, I must say. So there are many, many ways where how women can be integrated into the chess world and stay longer and like enjoy chess and promote women's chess and be part of the game. And I'm witnessing it. Like it all happened throughout like my career. I'm very happy, and I must say that it's also it's a very big motivation for myself to stay, like to try to stay in the competitive chess, because there are so many great tournaments that it's a pity for me just to leave, to stop my career now, because I wish, I mean, I want to play them, and like I just got invited to the Cairns Cup in June. I'm very happy. There is a Norway chess coming up with the same prize fund in men and women's tournament. Like World Rapid and Blitz also gives a big like boost, motivational boost every year. Like there are a series of women's tournaments every single year, and again, it kind of motivates you. And even though, like, of course, I mean, I start wondering whether I should continue or not, because the younger generation is coming up and it's great, like new faces, yeah, their desire to fight, their desire to work, and but the life, I mean, it goes on, and it's very exciting, all those changes for women's chess. And again, I've been I mean, I've been a big promoter of women's chess. I've always believed in the future of women's chess. Now I'm happy to see that actually a lot of things taking place.
Seriously, Alexandra Kosteniuk has been an inspiration to myself and many for so long. I remember watching her win back in like 2000, and I was like a little kid. But it's been really great seeing women's chess, and I'm sure you're, like she said, it's great that we're getting so much more female prizes and female participation. For all the other sports out there, that is important. It is super important. All right, and my next question for you, Vishy, is what do you think we can do, or what do you think should be done to broaden the interest of chess to the general public and get more and, you know, potentially younger people into chess?
You have to make it easier, more frictionless. And this is a very broad word, but it means everything. It means easier to find out the information you need to participate, easier to submit your entry, easier to find out the rules, the information. You know, it's the whole thing. But it's also about creating an atmosphere where young girls want to pick up the game. Equally with boys, but I would say generally with boys, we are doing well, and the numbers are quite good. But incidentally, you know, I can remind you that Alexandra was one of the first who, let's say, started to reach out to, let's say, the casual chess audience and so on. So she used to do a lot of that, and the constant struggle for chess will be how to get to people who don't know the rules yet and explain to them. We are getting better at it. Obviously, technology in this case has helped us a lot because it enhances our reach. So whether it's FIDE or just chess players in their own way reaching out, it's opened up huge audiences. And we're getting better at presenting what makes chess exciting, you know, conveying that nicely. So it's several things. It's, I think, first of all, organizationally, make it fun to come and take part in a tournament, make it cool to take part in a chess tournament, get that in, get youngsters to get into the game, and you know, keep getting casual fans. Even if they're not playing the game, at least they should be interested in what happened in the last tournament. They should follow the sport casually, all those things. So it's multiple things, but I think I'm quite happy with the way it's gone recently. Recently, it seems that chess has really opened up, and we're connecting with lots of new audiences, and hopefully we will get better at doing that all the time.
I mean, that is how we're all here. How many of you guys have never 2020? Oh, looks like everybody here is a lifelong chess fan. Wow. All right. Now, this is my next question for the audience. Wait, I see a lot of kids here. There's like 1, 2, 3. I see one hiding back there. I think he might be a volunteer, actually. When did you guys start playing chess? Just yell your age out when you started playing chess. Wow. You guys have been playing chess for a long time. Some dedicated chess fans here. Well, I love to hear it. Sounds like a lot of kids are getting into it, and we'll hope to continue to grow the game so that we're able to influence more of you guys. Well, my next question is for you, Alexandra. Back to you. As a former world chess champion, what do you believe sets apart top-level chess players from the rest? What makes you, well, I don't mean you specifically, but I mean chess players in general. It definitely appears that there is some kind of, mental that you need to get to the very top for chess. So what do you believe that successful chess players have that can make them naturally better at the game?
I don't think that we can pick just one skill and name it. I think it's a combination of different skills, of talent, and those are quite different and for every single chess player, which is quite fascinating for myself because, well, I've repeated it several times, but I've never considered to have like real chess skills. That I've been fortunate enough to talk to the great chess champions, to discuss with them different things, yes, including Vishy, of course. And I'm always fascinated by the way they see the game, they know the game, and it always amazes me. And I think, of course, I have some kind of skills, but those are different skills. And still, and my algorithm of taking decisions at the board is quite different from many chess players. But nevertheless, I was able to show great results and to win great games. And, well, I like my career so far. I cannot say otherwise. And yeah, I keep asking myself skills. Why, for example, I've been quite successful, even though despite the fact that I lack some of the skills the top players have. Yeah, it's always a combination. Of course, it's hard work. It's dedication, it's hours and hours and hours of practice. You cannot neglect those. I mean, every single champion, one way or another, sacrificed a lot for those results, focused on the game, and it doesn't happen in a year. It's a question of hard, continuous work for many, many years. And yes, of course, you have to be lucky sometimes. I mean, you have to be able to be at the right place at the right time when stars, somehow unite and make it possible for you to perform at its best and to show your best game. And we're all struggling to find, this right moment, this right place, and to come to a tournament in our great shape, mentally, physically. And it's many things united, and yeah, there are but for me it's also quite fascinating to see how different chess players can be, and how different those roads that lead to success.
If you've ever met a chess player and wondered what's up with this person, just players are super unique. Everyone I was sort of in the chess world, in the chess community, has been absolutely amazing. I wish I could pick your brains forever, but I know I have to let you guys go at some point, can keep you hostage here forever. So I have another question for you, Vishy, for 2 quick questions, and then I'll be giving it over to the audience. But Vishy, this is kind of a 2-part question. How did you get into chess?
I was very lucky. My mother played chess, and so I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. my brother and sister were playing, and I was 6 years old. So I mainly wanted to join, always the youngest sibling wants to join in. And this was actually very important because, nowadays you can look up the rules. 40 years ago, that was simply not an option. So I always tell this joke that 40, 45 years ago, 10 people would decide on Monday that they wanted to learn chess. 9 of them would spend 2 or 3 days trying to find someone who knew the game, who could teach them the rules, maybe a book somewhere in a local library. And by Thursday, their careers were over. But that one person had an uncle or a family friend who knew how to, who would teach you the rules and then get you into the game. So that's how it used to be. In that sense, to come back to the other answer from before, it's very nice that now it's so much easier to pick up the game as well. But so I was lucky in many ways. My mother taught me how to play, and she used to accompany me for tournaments. She knew enough about the game to pick up from other people and pass on these tips to me. And my sister happened to go to university near a chess club. So that was the chess club where I grew up in, and things like that. So a lot of happy coincidences, but it started with my mother.
I actually was doing research on you, and I found your sister is a professor at the University of Michigan. Yes. That's also really crazy. Wow. So the second part to this question is, given there are currently 4 Indian candidates in Toronto, what's the best advice you've given to young Indian players? And is there anything or any advice that you used to give that you would shy away from now? Is there something you might want to change?
I try to share my experiences after defeats or after wins, and I always tell people that you can be affected badly by a win, just as badly by a win as by a loss. So typically the effect of euphoria is the same as overreacting to a defeat, in that it clouds your ability to simply play the best moves on the board. I mean, chess is simply that. You just play the best moves on the board, not being influenced by things around other things. And I try to remind them of that, but I think they know it already. So you don't want to just sit there telling them a bleeding obvious, and so I don't try not to do it too often. And by the way, there are 5 candidates.
5 candidates. You're right.
Another one, so she's easily the.
Thank you. Sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, it's okay. You can cancel me, YouTube. 5 Indians at the candidates. That's okay. I used to do math. I can't do the math. It's a lot. 5 out of 16. It's a lot of people. All right. We are going to be opening up the floor really quickly, but I have one last question for you, Alexandra. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Like, where do you see your own career kind of going? You've won World Cup fairly recently. You won World Rapid. I'm just super curious.
Well, again, at this point of my career, I think already a few years ago, I stopped really, setting up some specific goals. I do take it like game by game, tournament by tournament. It's always an attempt to play this perfect game. And what is also pretty important to me is that chess is a very strong motivator. I mean, it motivates me to keep going, to keep analyzing, to keep asking myself what can I improve in my game, and there's always plenty of things to improve and to work on. And I just cannot imagine my life without this, constant reminder of, of kind of pushing myself to new limits. And even though it becomes more difficult, I just feel that energy level is not the same anymore. But again, it's normal. I think Well, I've been doing quite okay. Again, I'm trying to adapt to new challenges, and each time the new generation comes, there are new things that it brings. And in order to stay in chess longer, you need again to adapt your style, your understanding, your way of working. So there are so many things that I've been enjoying doing for so many years, and I still am enjoying it very, very much. So yeah, as long as I am like capable of playing well, at least once in a while, then I will try. But again, there are plenty of things around the the game that also that I like a lot, like commentating. I do love to share my like passion for the game. I do like to try to open our small chess world to wider audience, and it is very important. And yes, there are many things that happened in the recent years that kind of gave chess a boost, and we just need to keep going in that direction. And those things, they also, I mean, they kind of keep chess close to my heart, even though, I mean, competitive chess is not the only thing, and that's great, and I do hope that I will be the part of the game one way or another in 1 year, in 5, in 10, I don't know, as long as it as it brings.
Well, I'm really excited for whatever you might be doing in the future, whether it's in competitive or elsewhere. It sounds really amazing, and good luck to both of you for that. I will be opening up the floor. Sorry, I'll be letting the audience ask questions. That's easier. But before I do, I wanted to give a huge thank you once again to Michael Hyatt and Salim for organizing all of this. Huge round of applause, and as a huge shout out as well, thank you guys for doing this for Sick Kids as well as the TANS research. We really appreciate it. This is absolutely amazing. For those of you watching at home, there is a donation link available on my stream, so you guys can do Command Charity for that. Might only work on Twitch. Sorry, I don't know how YouTube works. But yeah, so once again, I'm opening up the floor for questions. You're first. I remember you. He wants to know how his son is going to become the next Vishy Anand.
Yeah, you're right. I think the evolution will go faster and faster. We will experiment, try new formats. The nice thing is it takes very little time. If people want to try a new format, they just get together and organize something and try it very fast. Even variants, so all these things. So we're dealing in two things. One is we're dealing with a broader audience, so there's more scope for that. Second, we're also dealing with shorter attention spans. So I suspect no one format will dominate, but you'll switch from one to the other, and that way there's some constant novelty there. And as for chess getting younger and younger, this has been a process going on for a long time. So Fischer became a grandmaster at 15 in 1959, I think. And then it basically froze there for quite some time. And then I don't even know how many, now it's already not the year which counts, but which month, because there's so many of them. And even that will drop further. So you just think, I mean, I thought a few years ago it has to stop somewhere, it'll stop at 12. But now already there's some 9-year-olds, and yeah. Why? And so your third question was, when chess is so complex, why are youngsters picking it up? And I think it's exactly the same reason that um, young kids speak languages fluently. Languages are also incredibly complex. Like any adult can confirm to you if you try to learn a new language, how complex it is, but youngsters pick it up effortlessly. And I think that's the same process. Youngsters don't learn by method. They just, I don't know, connect the dots somehow.
Thank you for asking, and thank you, Vishy, for answering. Basically, just win your chess games, young sir, and you'll get there. Oh, Brian? Yes. All right, Alexandra, you can answer this one first. What is your opinion on Chess 960?
Well, since I don't like memorizing openings, I love chess 960. No openings involved. Well, I think it's more interesting to play than to follow. At least I get this feeling. I mean, now those great guys played in this freestyle chess tournament, Magnus Carlsen included. It was not really chess 960. They kind of limited the number of possible starting positions, I think. I cannot really say that I followed the games as closely as I do follow the candidates. And I do have this feeling that like many chess lovers have the same kind of attitude, that it's a little bit, I don't know, it's weird. It's interesting to play. Again, I enjoyed it. There were great chess festivals in Mainz. Some years ago, we both played, and I think enjoyed coming every single year. And I won some like 2 unofficial World Chess 960 championships. So yeah, again, as a player, I do enjoy it, but it's probably one of those formats that we've been talking about, one of those possibilities to promote chess, to bring like a wider audience. If like people enjoy playing it, if they enjoy organizing it, why not? I mean, I don't want to set up any limits. I personally enjoy playing. Maybe someone enjoys like watching it. Again, it's possible.
Very similar to what Alexandra said, and I think simply we will see if it works. If it catches on, then more of it. I will be playing some events this year, and the only thing is, so far I find it disorienting, as if somebody has scrambled the initial configuration. So there's always that. But on the other hand, she says you go there with a different attitude. You go there thinking, I've got to drop all my preconceived ideas about how to play chess and just think afresh. So I guess we'll find out is my answer to that. And by the way, I enjoyed the documentary, though I must add that after about 5 minutes, I stopped watching the documentary and I started inserting myself into it, which is nice because I could actually see I've sat on those chairs and I've done almost, and I often wondered what did I play in this position instead of following the script. But anyway, it was well done. So thank you.
Sweet. All right. Let's go to the lady.
I'll probably work more on chess. I think, well, I compare the situation that young chess players have now and the opportunities they have with these modern technologies, with very easy access to like a huge amount of information. Like nowadays, it feels like you can like watch those educational chess videos 24/7, and it won't be enough. Of course, I didn't have that opportunity when I was growing up, but still, I feel that I might have worked a little bit more when I was younger, and yeah, just learn from the books probably, but a little bit more. That's what I think was missed a little bit.
Well, I'm sure you worked plenty hard. And to you, Vishy?
I think I've come to a stage where you think, well, this is how things are. You find out many things the hard way, and you. I mean, your question is rhetorical. You can't actually go back and tell yourself anything, and that's just the way it meant to be. In fact, the lessons I remember most are the ones that were delivered most painfully. So that's simply how it works, and I'm comfortable with that. So no, there's nothing I'm really dying to tell myself.
Thank you. All right, let's go all the way to the back over there. Well, Vishy, talk to us about your legacy.
Um, Again, the question of what you want people to remember you by suggests you're not around, and so I'm not very keen to pursue this avenue very far. But hopefully those who met me thought I was good company, so let's leave it there.
That's a very wholesome answer. And for yourself, Alexandra, I would love to know. No?
I don't really think I'm in the position to, to say that. It's very hard, and if, people would remember me, that's already like quite good enough. And yeah, otherwise it's very hard. It's a very hard question, and yeah, I don't think I'm not thinking about it to tell you the truth very often.
Thank you. All right, we'll take a few more. Let's go to the guy in the, is that a Magnus shirt? Okay, great. Ooh, I love this. What do you think of Toronto and Toronto chess scene?
What I really like about the Toronto chess scene is the fact that I generally felt a lot of excitement about this chess tournament and having the candidates here. I mean, maybe some other cities are more jaded because they've had multiple events. I feel that here the fans really enjoy it, and that's maybe the most enjoyable part of it. Toronto in general, it's a wonderful, diverse city. I have some old friends here, a couple in the audience. In fact, Vinny used to play with me in the World Juniors many years ago. So I kind of catch up with some old friends and all. But simply exploring a big city, which I've not had much time to do. The commentary job is not perfect for combining with tourism, but hopefully I'll catch a little bit at some point.
Thank you very much. And to you, Alexandra.
Yes, I can relate. I'm not commenting here, but still, it's my first time in Canada, which is quite great. And Canada for me, I always connected it in my mind. I mean, if like, for example, you hear Canada, like what first impressions you get? And I always think when I hear Canada, I think about nature for some reason. And I'm looking forward very much to go to the Niagara Falls, and because, well, I do admire nature a lot, rather than big cities. But I must say, well, I've had just a few walks around Toronto, but I must say that indeed it's very diverse, as Vishy said, and it's very, there are modern buildings, and like next by those small townhouses that I just love in bricks, and this mixture of things, it's very, I like it very much. It's somehow, I forgot the word. Usually they come easily, but and if we talk about the chess thing, The fact that all tickets are sold out till the very end of the tournament, I mean, it's quite a thing. We must applaud all the chess fans in Toronto. Thank you very much for that. It's not a very common thing, I think, for chess tournaments, and probably it's gonna open a new chapter of like tickets selling out completely for chess tournaments, and that's great. That's amazing to see so many chess fans ready to pay for tickets to attend the candidates, to watch the players live, and I think it's a very, very important. I'm very happy to witness it.
Thank you so much for both of you guys being here in Toronto. We have one last question. This is a great question. I'll give it first to Alexandra.
Probably we should first listen to Vishy, because again, I've been wondering myself. I mean, yes, that's a great question, and I've kept asking myself the same question so many times. Well, there are several, actually, I think, things that possibly lead to this gap. Since there are so many people who keep asking why women weaker than men in chess, I even wrote an article about it, like the difference. And I mean, there are historical differences, right? Men just started playing professionally much earlier. There are, of course, physiological and biological differences. There are also social factors, which are quite important. And actually, when I talked to Judith Polgar, for example, she said to myself that she believes that the factor influences the most this gap, because somehow, well, first of all, fewer girls start playing chess, fewer girls stay in chess for several reasons. And also, when a girl comes to a chess club, so she's just starting her chess career, somehow, unintentionally, her parents, her coaches, her mentors, they lower the bar. So they say, okay, maybe one day you will become a women's world champion. But that's already significantly lower than she might have, tried if they would, do it differently. And that happens every single day, unconsciously sometimes. They say, well, okay, you're a girl. And day after day after day, it makes the whole picture as it is. But if we analyze chess-wise, chess is a very difficult, as I said, combination. It's a fight, it's science, it's art, it's everything, and you really need to be like a general and an athlete and a scientific. I mean, there are so many things in one game, which of course is fascinating, and we all love chess but to find this key, it's not only one key, it's several keys, and to unite it in one person, it's quite unique. I do think it's possible. We do now work a lot in that direction to decrease this gap between women and men. Well, the easiest thing for us right now, I think, is just to focus on bringing many more girls into the game and to motivate them stay in the game longer professionally, because, well, if this pyramid, the bottom of the pyramid will be at least as wide as the number of boys that start playing, that maybe in its peak it's kind of gonna decrease the gap, and maybe one day we're gonna see a woman playing in the open candidates tournament, because now we call it women and men, but it's more like a traditional. We're so used to the fact that only men play in the men's section, but in fact it's an open section. And I'm looking forward to seeing after Judith. I mean, we haven't seen anyone getting as close. I mean, she was amazing, and she was in the top 10 of the world, so it is possible. Well, we just need to work in this direction.
Love hearing that. Absolutely. I I think the pyramid analogy is one of the best analogies I've heard. So Vishy, it might be hard for you to top that one, but would still love to hear your thoughts.
Actually, most of my thoughts coincide with Alexandra, but it is striking that this gap exists and it demands explanation. I always assumed it was a participation gap, that the participation gap led to the thing, because in university there used to be a huge gap. And when the participation gap closed in university, the other gap disappeared. In fact, it's even slightly inverted now. But it hasn't happened in chess. But we have to get in deep into the data. I mean, it's easy to give some casual answer, but this will have to be done very scientifically. For instance, I have the feeling that women beating grandmasters is so routine now we don't even notice. So perhaps the pyramid or the baseline has actually gone up. It's only at the very top that the gap still remains. I still suspect it will close when the participation gap closes, but we'll just have to wait and find out.
Thank you very much. Everybody, a big round of applause to both of our interviewees tonight. Really appreciate it once again. I think now we are going to let them have a little meet and greet for anybody that wants to take pictures. And if there's any time, you guys might want to play a game or anything like that, just let me know. But otherwise, I'll be around to play games against the audience. So yes, thank you all so much. Feel free to step off the stage. Thank you. I think we're moving to the back for anybody that does want to do the meet and greet or
Aye. Of course they can. Lasers. 1, 2, 3, 4, hippopotamus, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can hear a little bit? How's this? Hmm. Okay.
Thank you. I'll hand it over to you if you have anything interesting to say, which also means that I'm going to. All right. Good luck. Wait, we have a DGT coming up. Have you ever played on a DGT board?
DJT board?
So. Yeah, we're gonna be on there. Except it might be too bright to see. It might be really hard to see. I have to call out the moves. Oh, I don't know. What's your name?
Nathan.
His name's Nathan. All right, we have a DGT board. Whoa! Make a make a shadow puppet. I can't make any. Is that a animal? Yeah, the board is smart. Oh, it needs to be like really low at the bottom though, because I don't think they can see the top with the camera angle. Chat unfortunately might not get to see. The board is just going to be on the, yeah, it won't be integrated on stream unfortunately, but it will be on the back. So this might work. What's my ELO? Do you want to guess?
Maybe like 1,800.
Whoa! Okay, he just called me 1,800. What's your rating?
12,054.
12,000? Wow.
No, wrong. It was like 1,200. Sorry. Sometimes I get like it wrong. Like I mix up 1,200 with 12,000. I don't know why I say that. But okay.
That's all right. Okay. I think we're going to have the board. We can start. Okay. It won't. It's not quite visible on the stream. So he's 12K. I'm 1,800. This is going to be. Are we able to put it lower? Lower. Yeah. Like lower. Oh, this is smart. Are you guys able to see the board? Sort of. Okay. There's a chance this works. Yeah, DGT is 100% real. Yeah, are you okay with 5 minutes?
Blitz. I haven't done 5-minute blitz, but I've done 3-minute blitz, and you could say.
Oh, they can't see it. Okay, they're not able to see it. Oh no, we got the DGT board, but it's working for the audience. Okay, I'm just going to. Oh, they're playing with the camera. 1 second. This is the most amount of camera work we've done for one game of chess live. Is the camera blurry? Oh. Oh no, I think it's pretty clear. Oh, it might just be too bright. Okay. We're just gonna ask the gentleman in the puffy jacket to step to the side. Oh, wait, that? Oh, it's still too bright. Yeah, something we can do. No, bummer. No. Okay, well, this is gonna be the best that we can get. I guess everybody else here can see the board. So we're just gonna play. Are you ready? Okay, good luck. Are you able to reach the board? Yeah. All right, I'll push it a little closer to you. Yep. Good luck. Wait, it's your turn, but okay, pretend you press the clock. It's my turn now. Catalan, I respect that. I don't think I've actually. No, it's bishop here. Whoa. Yeah, I went c6. Don't forget to press your clock. Oh, sorry, your head is still in the way of the camera. It's all the way in the back. Yeah, think all you want. It's hard to see the board, I'm aware. We're playing the Catalan. Still. What do you do? What are your thoughts on the position right now? Thoughts on your position?
I have decent control, but it's like she has good attacks.
Thank you. So you still think I'm 1800? That comes with check. Oh. Don't forget to press the clock. Quick clock press. I mean, you are basically playing bullet. You only have 1 minute left. He says he's a rapid player. This is all because you said I'm 1800. Yeah, exactly. It's part of my strategy, you know? Check. Check. Don't forget to press the clock. Thank you. Good game, though. Good game. You got a rook at the end. I'll give you a second chance to guess my rating.
Since you laughed at the start, which makes it seem like I overguessed. So you laughed at the start, so that means I overguessed. I overestimated, but now that I like think about it, like you laughed and everything, it's clear that you're possibly 1500 or 1300 at lowest.
You know what? 1300 at lowest? Damn, I'll take that. I happen to be 2200 FIDE. Yeah, yeah. That's okay. Don't worry. We all get some questions raw in life sometimes.
That's like a title. Yeah, it's a title. Not international, maybe international. National master?
I am a women grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Ah. So I met 3 grandmasters today. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's absolutely bonkers. Vishy, Andrea Botez. Now just this is crazy.
You thought I was 1300? I thought Andrea Botez was a grandmaster. I'll take it. It's fine.
Just now I gotta think about this. Like, it's crazy. I really want to have a rematch, but I get you have to play other games, so yeah.
Do you want a rematch? Yeah. You want a rematch? Okay. Let's. All right, sounds good. We're going to tell them to angle this camera very slightly. Whoa, what is happening with the camera? Yo, I know we love the view of this beautiful school, but we can't see. Oh. Sorry. So something where we can see the board is perfect. Like where the board shows still. But we can still see the projector. A little bit higher, tiny bit higher. Oh, do you?
But is there anyone else that wants a turn?
Oh my gosh, it's all the kids. Okay, but seriously, yeah, sure. Well, he thought I'm 1500, so I don't think he wants a picture with me. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's all right if you. No, okay, that looks great. Thank you guys. Yeah, it looks good now. We'll have the game back on, I believe. Okay. Of course. Thank you. Have fun. Okay. Expert. Okay. You want the white pieces? Oh, I guess you have to take the white pieces. Oh, you can switch? No, it's okay. You can have the white pieces. No worries. Would you like to introduce yourself for the camera?
My name is Tanishk. I'm not that good at chess.
Thank you. Appreciate the introduction. Well, it's great to meet you, Tanish. Not that good at chess. We'll have the DGT board up in a moment, and we'll be ready to project it to the audience, I believe. Oh, ow, I got blasted. Let's see if it works, if people can see it. Oh, okay, we can see it. Oh, sorry, can we move the top slightly lower? Yeah, that should be good now. Okay, sounds great. All right, chat, there's DGT. It's extremely bright, but you guys are able to see it in the background. So, good luck. Tanish, you say you're bad at chess, but what's your rating?
FIDE, CFC,
Anything. Give me any rating.
chess.com 1900.
Yeah, higher than than mine, according to the kid back there. You're doing mighty fine, Tanish. Yeah, he said his rating is 1900. Yeah, maybe today is just an I get trolled by kids day. Ambitious capture. Ooh, check. And that will be checkmate. Good game. Thank you. Pardon? That's okay. You still play plenty fine. Do you want to try? Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. All right, I'll do a little interview with this kid before we get the DGT board up again. So, young gentleman, how'd you get into chess?
My dad.
Well, he said his dad. That was a very short answer, short and brief. Thank you. What's your name? Degant. Cool. Any other questions we would like to ask him? How old are you?
9.
You're 9? How long have you been playing chess for?
About 3 years.
Playing chess for 3 years and 9, the classic. Okay, sounds great. I hope he's a hit in 2350. What's your rating? You're 1902 on chess.com. 1900. Well, 1900 is the same thing as 1902. I gave you 2 extra points for your benefit. Okay, but you're 1900 on chess.com. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Press the bottom once and twice, and press the right far right button. And hang tight for another 30 seconds. Is that better?
That looks a lot. The pieces are a little bit wiped out. The white colors are wiped out. Are we able to turn the brightness lower?
Will we go back to the other one then?
Yeah, you can't really see the white pieces.
Victor, Kanick, we'll go back to the previous.
Thank you for the attempt. Sorry. What do you think my rating is?
23, 22.
Oh yeah, you were here. Sorry. Forget I asked. You already know. He's already aware. Yeah. Okay, this looks great. Thank you. All right, guys, this looks about as good as we can possibly get it. So hello once again to the internet. We are here tonight for the TAN Center for Research at University of Toronto, as well as Sick Kids. And we had Vishy Anand, as well as Alexandra Kosteniuk earlier. And now I'm just playing kids, apparently, that love to play chess. All right. Are you ready? Good luck. Chat's cheering for you, by the way. Sorry, I know you're filming this. Do you mind stepping like 1 meter to the side so they can see? Thank you. Oh no. I got distracted. What is this?
I completely forgot my opening trap.
You forgot your opening trap.
Yeah, my opening trap, not my trap.
Why did you prepare an opening trap? Why did you prepare an opening trap?
This is opening prep.
Opening prep. Okay. How far of this? How much of this do you know? 2 moves? All right. That's better than me. Huh? Hmm. You're making me think. Oh, I guess that's a free pawn for you. Oops. Um, Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's the kids, you know? Yeah. All right, so now we're just in this end game. He's going to try to flag me. Check. Okay, thank you so much, Salim. It was really fun. All right, take care. Oh, wait. 1 minute? Yes, you did. Oh. I'll give that check. Michael, who do you think's going to win? He does. He'll scare you even more once you know his age.
I'm not playing well.
All right, I'll go there. I do. That's very good advice. He's also very tricky. I don't know. I don't know. It's still anybody's game. Who's promoting? Okay. I'm gonna play that. And then I'm gonna keep your knight in that corner forever. You fell for my trick. Check. I know. Very. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, taking that. And then, no. Queen. All right, check. Good game. Yeah, it's checkmate. Thank you for playing. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, for sure. Let me stand up. Thank you. Of course. All right. Awesome. Kid did do really well. Yes. He has a bright future for sure. Yeah. I'm down to play one more. One last game. Okay. I'm going to. How should we do this? What's the most random way we can choose? Toss for it? We can't do 5 more games. They have to shut down, unfortunately. Yeah, fight to the death. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Literally, all 3 of you. You come up here and do rock, paper, scissors. All right. The gentleman did paper, and the 2 ladies did rock, so unfortunately, clear winner indeed. Okay. Congratulations on winning the rock, paper match, rock, paper, scissors match to get here. One last game. I'm going to take white because I played all black, but would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Hugh Sidley. And that's my introduction. Switch? No, it's okay. Like switch seats? Okay.
Yeah, I was black. I'll take black. It's okay. Yeah, no worries. Black is fine.
What's the time control?
The time control is 5-0.
5-0. All right. Okay. I guess I'll pass the microphone back to you.
Thank you. We're going to have DHT board up in a moment. Oh, it's so bright. Okay, I think it is good. I think chat can sort of see it at the very least. Sorry chat for your eyes. Okay, it works. All right, good luck.
All right. Thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, a little classic Rai Lopez.
Yes, I think it's the Smyslov variation where you play H6.
Wow, I didn't even know this is the Smyslov variation, but
H3, H6.
ooh, I almost blundered. Since I'm holding the mic, I can't even do my classics tactic of asking my opponents or interviewing them during the middle of the games because it doesn't really make much sense. So I'm just here letting him think in peace. Also, I just want to say, holding a mic gives me so much power. This is so fun. Yeah. Well, I was holding it so properly for so long. Now my wrist is getting tired. What's your rating, by the way?
My rating, my CFC rating, I just had a good result in a tournament on the weekend. Well, Easter weekend, I was just over 2,000, but I gained some points, so I went up to 2180. But my peak is just over 2,200, but that was over a decade ago, so I'm definitely past my peak at this point, but just still enjoy playing.
Thank you. Highest rated opponent of the night, other than the 12,000 rated kid. This is also just such a fun video angle. Like, I've never had a camera that is 20 feet away. Anytime someone walks over, you see the top of their heads. It's great. You wish there was an evaluation bar? Chat also wishes there was an evaluation bar. Oh, sorry. That startled me. That startled me so much. I'm like, wait, what was I even trying to play? Okay. Yeah, I don't like my position either, the young squire. I would agree with your sentiment. This has been a very sus position. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. It's not that great. Yeah, you can take that. Ugh. More shadow puppets, please. I don't really know how to do shadow puppets. I have 2 minutes 20, and he has 1 minute 46. Yeah, you can see it on the side of my face. Exactly. Uh-oh.
Chocolino?
No, you saw it. Okay, I have to resign. Good game. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, that was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. For those of you who are watching on streams at home, thank you guys so much for joining. This was super fun. I apologize for the number of times stream went down. I really do. We were not aware that switching scenes accidentally kills it. But I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. And there will be YouTube videos of the interviews later as well. Like we have it on handheld cameras. So, oh, sorry. Let me see if you guys are able to. Okay. Yeah. Surely, surely. But I think you guys can see me from here. Yeah, you guys can see me from here. Okay. Yeah, they can see me. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. It was really fun. This was super great. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be signing off, as in I will be walking around the corner and telling them to cut my stream. But thank you guys all so much for coming. And as a reminder, this was for charity, so it was awesome. Yay, thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry about that stream. It seemed to be cutting out every time we switched cameras. It was a pretty good night. You did a good job.
Thank you.
There's a lot of really good engagement there. Kosteniuk was interesting though.
She
Like,
was.
wanted to get out of there as fast
Yeah,
as
she
possible.
really did.